Garbage service for $1/4 a week? Some folks in Houston are getting it. Stop down at the curb for more. Hello, I'm Waste and Recycling News Editor John Campanelli. More on cheap garbage service in a sec. But first, last week marked the 45th anniversary of the assassination of Martin Luther King Jr. Dr. King was in Memphis in the spring of 1968 to support striking city sanitation workers who were fighting low wages and draconian work conditions. Waste and Recycling News senior reporter Jim Johnson went to Memphis last month and met with 4 of the surviving workers, including one who still works for the city's sanitation department. Here's Leslie Moore.
Dr. King mentioned in one of his speeches, he said, "I've been to the mountaintop and looked over and saw the promised land." And by him saying that means he carried us over the mountaintop, carried us through the valley, carried us through all of those troubles and trials and tribulations, everything thrown against us. But still we stood up and said, we ain't gonna take no more. We ain't gonna let nobody turn us around. And we stood behind every word that was spoken. We stood behind every thought that was out there, stood behind every movement that we did. We stood up and we was counted as men.
To read Jim's entire story of his visit and to see more video, head over to wasterecyclingnews.com. Labor issues continue in the industry, of course, and last week marked a flare-up. Workers at Republic Services' Carbon Limestone landfill near Youngstown, Ohio, went out on strike more than a week ago. The workers claim Republic illegally changed working conditions without bargaining, and that the company has refused to provide bargaining information to them. In a statement, Republic called the strike illegal, saying the union hasn't bargained in good faith. Other Republic Teamsters in Ohio, Illinois, Indiana, and California have walked off the job to support the workers in Ohio. Republic officials say the issue revolves around the company's proposal to remove workers from a specific pension fund and ask them to take a lump sum to invest into a 401k. Finally, Houston has a new independent garbage hauler, and the rates are ridiculously cheap, only 25 cents a week. For that $1/4, Joe Jarvis will wheel your trash down to the curb and then roll your container back up to your house. Not bad for a 5-year-old. With a loyal customer base of 8, Joe earns about $2 a week and has raked in about $120 since starting the business. He splurges on ice cream sometimes, but has saved enough to buy a $70 Lego set. He's moved on to bigger ticket items and says he's now saving his quarters to buy gold. Ice cream, toys, commodities. Throw in some baseball cards and the kids got it covered. That's all for now. Thanks for watching. We'll see you next week at the Curb.